Now throw rivers down, never said the others, but throw river down, and he's saying down. Shameful, waste them as steal, stop mine, yet the shy, waste the shame. When I is down, or was down, could I? When I is down, or was down, could I? Working, working out. Adash Tagam Adar Farao Vasamam Gunam Patet Vashemano Azarvashti Dushmantam Duzuktam Duzvarshtam Empageti Panidan Gau Tankar Danjas Oim Gun Buddhish Did Azam Gunam Manashni Gavashni Panashni Nani Ravani Gediminani Akevaks Vashaman Vashegavashni Papatepo Usmai Uzareshwa Uramai Devishin Dasvam Spenishta Menyumazda Vamyam Zavada Ashazim Parpo Manangam Seratum Rafet Rai Varuta Shane Doshamaya Bebifram Takshatra Urayam Gyosha Shishmanango Rosmans are my Desha protection. Adagam Zatustram Tandvastit Vikyaus, the name that I think Parvatatim, Manangascha, Vangyush Mazdai. Shatna Shatam Dekyatam, Shroshim Shatrim Chow. Shnau Trauremasdau, Nemsadiadash Mazdau, Rudau, Budista Yazadau, Shempo, Vaistamasti. Ushta Mayat Shai Vaistai Shem Hashem Vahu Vaistamasti Usta Mayat Shai Vaistai Shem Hashem Vahu Vaistamasti Usta Mayat Shai Vaistai Shem Ravarane Mazia Snow Zatushti Svideva Rakesho Uzirinaya Shone Sheret Vespaicho, my jumps not right of Sustajo. Radha Piradeke, my jump, Shone Sheret Vespaicho, my jumps not right of Sustajo. I throw rims down, put round the Vadash, put rims down, I throw rims down, put round, turn and go, someone goes to that day. Aranam Karnom Zatanam Kavicha, Karnam Zade, Atro Ramsdao Putrao. Kawai Shosravange, Barosh Shosravange, Snavating, Barosh Muzdade, Chechiste, Barosh Muzdade, Kavicha, Karnam Zade, Atro Ramsdao Putrao. Revanting, Barosh Muzdade, Kavicha, Karnam Zade, Atro Ramsdao Putrao. Adash Mendaratesha is the Baru Kananga, is the Baru Beshazao. Atro Ramsdao Putram, and this baby, as baby, Shatro, Navedro, Nayo Sangazate. Snow Trace, Night Chow, my chum, Snow Trai Chow, Sastain Chow. Yet out when you so down from him, rooting, a taratu, the chachi, the chop, Rasho with one rodo. Yes, Nimcha, Mamimcha, Vertimcha, Ushtavetimcha, and the Vertimcha, Frinami. The Vatash would travel us down, yes, Naigamio, yes, no Biogomio, and now Shakna, Ustavia, and my lady. Yes, if about the Friday, Desmond the Stone, Barisman the Stone, Carlos the Stone, and the Stone. Daikyo Esmbiao, Daikyo Boydibiao, Daikyo Bitbiao, Daikyo Personabiao. Perenayum Sharatrebiao, Damayum Sharatrebiao, Atash Putra Urmistao. So Chebium Yamane, Matso Chebium Yamane, Rochebium Yamane, Vakshabium Yamane. Derek Chide Bizarvane, Mupasuram, Prashakare, Mother Surya, Bugyam, Prashakare. Deau me Adash Putra Urmistao, Asukatrem, Asutraitim, Asuzitim. Paurukatrem, Paurutraitim, Paurujitim. Mastim Spanos Vigam Murno Shakardum, Paset, Namasit Pazam, Pariatrem, Nayam, Vasetam Varaitim, Aretvo Zangam Kafnam, Trishumasnam Cham, Shafnam Chasita Gatum Zagauru, Tutrusham Asnam Presenting, Perchagazam Vyaknam, Amrodam Bapam, Azabutima Viram, Yamem Pradyat Manem Chav, Visim Chav, Zantum Chav, Dakyam Chav, Gandusastim Chav. Deam Meatas Putrav Musdam, Yamen Bagafrasam Gom, Virinche Avestaite. Vaistem Shanam Rochan Gem Vispokatring Zazevia Vizavan Gaucham Savurnicham Tarigavangay Vispavya Sasting Parityatas Mudao Renge Vimuchaiting Shafnim Cha Sweeting Chow Vispavya Charizai Doverting Chow Staverting Chow and the Verting Chow Spitamam Vispanam Parchalentam Atas Jasladityam Chamakashe Varitim Fracturatvorum Shaiding Atrim Spedamizamaiding Takmemantem Ratheshtarem Aditisham Varityasvim Varismoshem Prasretem Urvaram Vadanapadam Aipasheda Friniting Atashmusdam Avrem Shnudat Vistagangum Upatvam Shoy Deusvatvam Paviranam Pardash Upatvavirtati Chamano Varisvati Cham Akshoy Langua Urvasham Gajigasham Tam Shapno Yauzavai Matatra Frivanem Yom Maisam Verti Kushra Trashpenis Tam Shaip Tertheos Datan Armusam Yatao Huayao Ataratu Shashao Chitajao Vangeush Desdam Nengo Shote Nanam Geush Masdai Shaten Chao Rai Ain Teregrofiao Dadat Vastane Yatao Huayao Ataratu Shashao Chitajao Vangeush Desdam Nengo Shote Nanam Geush Masdai Shadrem Chahurai Aim Dregobyo Dadat Mastarim Yasnim Chavamim Chavas Chav Zavare Chafrinami Atra Ruzdao Putram Kamatash Putra Ruzdao Atra Ruzdao Putram Karmango Sambuzdate Arianam Karmuzdat Nam Kavyecha Karmuztate Atra Ruzdao Putram Kavasha Savange Varasha Savange Asnamantain Varishmandatain Jetiste Varishmandatain Kavyecha Karmuztate Atra Ruzdao Putram Devantain Varishmandatain Kavyecha Karmuztate Atra Ruzdao Putram Adasvintar Deshnadisla Bauru Karnangazla Bauru Vishazam Atra Ruzdao Putram Abhishakan Yom Shatra Navetro Naryo Sangezatain Shembo Vaistanastim Ustastim Ustamai Yadshai Vaistai Shane Shembo Vaistanastim Ustastim Ustamai Yadshai Vaistai Shane Hashem Bohu Vaistamastim Ustastim Ustamai Yadshai Vaistai Shane Altoyatrem Aurosa Quantem Shausemain Assistem Avantem Starapentem Chitravangam Atmazad Vishantam Sastanistam Terestan Game Hashem Vahu Vaishtanastim Ustastim Ustamai Yadashai Vaistai Hashem Amai Rasham Karnasham Maitano Pravatate Mamaitano Vasuvare Amaitano Veretre Amai Shtim Paurushkatram Mayastam Chit Vasantim Maitarigam Tariko Chitim Amai Vaistam Omasham Nam Rochan Gem Vispokatre Atajam Yam Yatafrinami Shem Vahu Vaishtamastim Ustastim Ustamai Yadshai Vaistai Shem Azangrem Veshezanam Bevare Veshezanam Azangrem Veshezanam Bevare Veshezanam Azangrem Veshezanam Bevare Veshezanam Shem Vahu Vaishtamastim Ustastim Ustamai Yadshai Vaistai Shem Jasamam Gimasdao, Jasamam Gimasdao, Jasamam Gimasdao. Amen Udaste Urode, Merkradne Auradate, Varantyas Chopartato. Ramno Kashta worship Parokade, the Tatanesh Ramam, Etavayo, Yeti, Sprintomenio. Twashen Kadatin, Zerwane, Karni, Zerwane, Terego Kadatin. Shembo, Wastemasti, Ustasti, Ustamine, Yet Shai, Vista, Shane. Kerfemos, Tikunam, Tuzar, Sharapanam, Sheravam, Tusharam, Kerfema, Vyanam, Tekeshwar. Zamin, Pana, Pudrana, Kurshit, Bala, Nudya, Beresal, Ashok, Darjita, Jamya, Yata, Frinami, Shenbo, Wastemasti, Ustasti, Ustamine, Yet Shai, Vista, Shane. Rosnik Nam, Rosbakram, Rosbaram, Damyadezar, Mambara, Kordal, Shasman, Gayuziran, Namaskar Damam, Shnautra, Rusdam, Namasadata, Shmusdav, Rudam, Azistin Zadam, Shembo, Wastemasti, Ustasti, Ustamain, Shai, Vista, Shane, Barzain, Karavazing Adash, Dagada, Faram, Adar Shampiros, Garadar, Gosam, Sadar, Kodar, Simer, our Adaram, the Sham, Gavadar, Mr. Gorsen, Karabarzia, Kardaman, Piros, Karama, Wandi, Piros, Gering, Dadi, Bemazia, Snanagai, Gofran, Bao, of the Keshwar, Dominator Bao, Mananava Shadam, Mananava Shadam, Mananava Shadam. Shane Shembo, Wastemasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yadashai, Vista, Yashain. Dadari Yam, Dinemasi, Yasni, Daddy Zasusti, Nemsata Sham, Steviste, Ardisharanai, Shane Shembo, Wastemasti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yadashai, Vista, Yashain. Nemo, Dwedevo, Givista, Shane Shembo, Wastemasti. Oshtas, Teams, Damai, the Shai, Vista, Shane. Nemasada, Dashmas, Dauro, Mazista, Yadam. Shembo, Vista, Spain, Ostas, Teams, Damai, the Shai, Vista, Shane. Now, throw them down, Shembahu, waste them as things, stars, teams, stop mine, Yadashai, waste thy shame. Benami is down, Aurum is down, Kudavas, Onain, Korzain, Karavas, the Yao, are down, Fravish, Berestow, Alsamagunam, Badet, Bashemanum, Azarvashtim. Dushman down, Duzuk down, Duzwash down, Pempageti Pani, I'm Golf, I'm Kurd, I'm Just, I'm Born Pudeshte, Azam, Gunam, Manashni, Gavashni, Kanashni, Kaniravani, Gediminan, Yakyavax, Pashaman, Pashe Gavashni, Pa Patet Home. Snow, Traurem is down, Torodi, Tangremenio, Shaitia was down, Yet Westnam, Shotamim, Stomi a shame. Hashem Bahu Vaistam Asti Ustasti Ustamai Yadashai Vaistai Hashem. Hashem Bahu Vaistam Asti Ustasti Ustamai Yadashai Vaistai Hashem. Hashem Bahu Vaistam Asti Ustasti Ustamai Yadashai Vaistai Hashem. Fraurane Mazdias no Zartustri Shvidevort Kesho. Uzirinai Shomne Sherathvain Snaicha, Wamaicham, Snokraicha, Sustaincha. Radat Virai Kumaicham, Shomne Sherathvain Snaicha, Wamaicham, Snotraicham, Sustaincha. Ore Masdao Rebato, Karnangato Mishnam, Spentanam, Ashaunam, Froshinam, Ugranam, Eviturnam, Poriot Keshanam, Froshinam, Nabanas Distanam, Froshinam. Snautra Yasnaicha, Vamaicham, Snautraicham, Saspecham. Yatha Huayo, Zodam, from Embrute, Tauratu, Sashachi, the Chum, Frasho, Vidwo, Rotu. Aurem Mazdam Revendim, Karningandim, Yazamayding, Mashas Pentam, Shatro, Dango, Yazamayding. Ashanam Mangu Yisrao, Spentam, Froshom, Stomi, Zabiemi, Fiemi, Yazamayding. Maniao, Visio, Zandumao, Dakimao, Zartushro, Demao. Vispanam, Chongam, Boryanam, Froshinam, Idazamayding. Froshim Avamyam Auramazdao, Mazistam Cham, Vahistam Cham, Suristam Cham, Grosdistam Cham, Kradistam Cham, Hukereptamam Cham, Shatapanodamam Cham. Ashanam, Vanguhi Surao, Spendam, Frosho is a Mayday. Yao Meshanam, Spentanam, Chetanam, Verizidoitranam, Terazartam, Ayyamanam, Tatmanam, Aurianam, Yo Aitye Zango Shamano. Poryanam, Keshanam, Poryanam, Sashmagusham, Idashanam, Shaninam Cham, Ahum Cham, Denam Cham, Bodas Chorvanim Cham, Froshim Cham, Yaza Maide. Yo Shaibo Nareng, Yo Shudam Gorwanim, Yaza Maide. Yo Shaibo Nareng, Marathna Shanom, Froshim Yaza Maide. Zartushtra Spitamaida Shanashim Cham, Froshim Cham, Yazamaydei. Kawais Vistas Peshanam, Froshim Yazamaydei. Isat Mastre Zartushtra Shashanam, Froshim Yazamaydei. Navanas Disnam, Vidashanam, Shoninam Cham. Om Cham, Denam Cham, Bodastro, Urwanim Cham, Froshim Cham, Yazamaydei. Yo Shaimon Remat Vispavio Shonibio Froshibio Yao Iritusham Shonam Yao Zumtam Shonam Yao Shanaram Zatnam Frasho Charatnam Soshentam Ida Iristanam Urvano Yazamaide Yao Shonam Froshio Vispanam Amyamane Nabanazishanam Parairishanam Etrapaitinam Aithranam, Naram, Nairinam. Ida Ashonam, Shoninam, Frosho, Yazamayde. Vispanam, Aitrapaitinam, Shonam, Frosho, Yazamayde. Vispanam, Aithranam, Shonam, Frosho, Yazamayde. Vispanam, Naram, Shonam, Frosho, Yazamayde. Vispanam, Nairinam, Shonam, Frosho, Yazamayde. Vispanam, Apare Naipanam, Dambo Karatanam, Shanam, Frosho is a Mayday. Adakinam Cha Shanam, Frosho is a Mayday. Ustakinam Cha Shanam, Frosho is a Mayday. Naram Cha Shanam, Frosho is a Mayday. Narinam Cha Shanam, Frosho is a Mayday. Vispau Shanam, Magu Israel, Spentam, Frosho is a Mayday. Yao Chagat Maratnak, Asyo Shantak, Baratragnau. Umadam, Ukdam, Varshtam, Manashnim, Gavashnim, Kanashnim, Inkshnamaynim, Yadam, Frosh Barasau. Niram, Piros Garbam, Karebedine, Mazdinasnan, Ravabau. under after Keshwar Nam Chestiyat under Kambao, Asdown, Sarasdown, under Toronto, Sarasdown, Body belongs in Shadio, Ramashni Ravam, correct adjusted bound, I was on underbound, correct adjusted bound, inch no my name are down, Fravash Beresau. Kiragam Rustom Shadyaring, Kesh Justin, Kardahom. Dharmyas Domyas Amiraynem Biokardeam Pagan Zeng Dadar Hormons Rahman Karaman Vamashas Bandam Beresau O Zuzur Nirute Yamavanding Biroskari Inkstu Maine Yadam Pravash Beresau Alzamam Badidaftar Bound Emaram Banai Kedam Ekyan Doctor Nai Patyan Duravas Dastur Ayat Kwabam, Kiradigar Meow, Sazar Marmiam, Saim Sam, Temaram, Kamranstar, Asam, Dar, Anikar, Yakitma, Hazar, Padi, Aftar Bao. Nam Chesting, Anushe, Ravan, Ravani, Bedin Mehraban, Bedin Shapur, Edaniat Bao. Anushe, Ravan, Ravani, Bedin Mehraban, Bedin Shapur, Edaniat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Rustom Bedin Baman Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Morvari Bedin Ardesha Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Parvin Bedin Shapur Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Kaikashrum Bedin Shapur Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Shirin Bedin Kaikashrum Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Aratna Sherat Savakshan Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Hama Vasho Ravan Hama Vasho Farohar Dariyat Bao. Farmayasne Hama Anjuman Mazdayasni Beresau. Nam Chesting Anu Sheravan Ravani Asho Zarthustram Spitama Asho Farohar Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Gustas Pashad Loras Pashadariat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Jamas Pobo Bedariat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Adaviram Fadam Pravashadariat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Adabao Maraspan Dariat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Mubed Shabor Mubed Shariar Dariat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Mubed Hormasya Bad Ramya Rudariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Mubed Naryosan Ervad Dhawal Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Dastur Jamshed Ervad Zora Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Homa Bedin Jamshed Dariyat Bao. Amao Vashoravan Amao Sho Farwar Dariyat Bao. Farmayas name Ama Anjuman Mazda Yasni Beresau. Varzain Kara Varzayau, Inch no Mining, down Fravash Beresau. Nam Chesting Anushe Ravan Ravani, Bedin Mehraban, Bedin Shapur, Dariyat Bao. Anushe Ravan Ravani, Bedin Mehraban, Bedin Shapur, Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Rustom Bedin Baman Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Borvari Bedin Ardeshar Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Parvin Bedin Shapur Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Kaikashrum Bedin Shapur Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Bedin Shirin Bedin Kaikashrum Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Radna Sheravan Savakshan Dariyat Bao. Anu Sheravan Ravani Hamao Shoravan Hamao Sho Farohar Dariyat Bao. Farmayasne Hama Anjuman Mazdayasni Beresau. Hama Fravas Ashavan Yokardayam Charam Daham Zero Zagros as the Mardandam Socios Dariyat Bao. Hastan Budan Bedan Zadam Zadam Ade Usde Damanare Kavarnai Purnai Har Kyavarin Zamin Pahli Vedaning Kudaran Shadam Stamam Pravasaswan Yo Kardenya was Gelmer and down Socios Edarian Bao Ke Inman Visozan Devastam Guzastan Amam Pravasaswan Yo Kardenya was Gelmer and down Socios Edarian Bao Ashavan, Pravash Chiran, Pravash Avarvizan, Pravash Pirosgaran, Pravash Paryat Keshan, Pravash Abanas Dishtam, Pravash Rosho, Yom Kardenya, as Gel Martandam, Socio, Shedarian Bao. Ravane, Bedaran, Madaran, Zandegam, Nyagam, Farzandan, Pevandan, Parastaram, Nabalas Dishtam, Pravasaswan, Yo Kardenya, was Gel Martandam, Socio, Shedarian Bao. Hama Tornam, Hama Teshtaram, Hama Vasryo Sham, Hama Utau Sham, Hama Pravasaswan, Hama Yo Kardenya, was Gel Martandam, Socio, Shedarian Bao. Hama Pravasaswan, Naftakeshwar, Zamin, Arse Savim, Fradams, Vidadams, Borubares, Tomorrows Ares, Kanrat Bami, Kankaret, Ashan, Varazam, Kardam, Kansamatram. Amam Pravasaswan, Hama Yo Kardenya, was Gel Martandam, Socio, Shedarian Bao. Garzain Karavars the Yao, Dingstomai, Adam, Fravash Beresau. Nam Cheste, Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Mehraban, Bedin Shapor, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Mehraban, Bedin Shapor, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Rustam, Bedin Mehbad, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Morvari, Bedin Adishar, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Parvin, Bedin Shapor, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Kekashro, Bedin Shapor, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Bedin Shirin, Bedin Kekashro, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Ervad Nashir, Ervad Sauksa, Daniat Bao. Anu Shervan Ravani, Hama Shorvan, Hama Shom, Farar, Daniat Bao. Farmayasni, Aman Juman, Mazdi Yasni, Beresau. Am Kelfe, Amavyam, Haftakeshwar, Zamin Beresau. As Amagunam, Patet Bashir Banum, Patet Home. Vispam, Pravashyam, Shaunam, Yizamaydin. Shaunam, Anguisro, Spendam, Pravashyam, Yizamaydin. Vispeshano, Yizamaydin. Uzinam, Patiratum, Fradakrem, Documentum, Patiratum. Yin Gehadam, Adyasnam, Pativango, Masdahuro, Vaita Shabacham, Yam Gamcham, Dascham, Daoscham, Yizamaydin. Yatha Huvayo, Taratu, Shao Chita Chow, Vangyush, Dasdau, Maningo, Shote, Nanam, Vangyush, Mazdai, Shatrin Shah, Hurai, Aim, Drekobyo, Dadat Mastarim, Yatha Huvayo, Taratu, Shao Chita Chow, Vangyush, Dasdau, Maningo, Shote, Nanam, Vangyush, Mazdai, Shatrim Chaurai, Aim Drekobyo, Tadat Vastarim. Yasnim Chow, Vamim Chow, Zas Chow, Zavare Chow, Frinami, Auremas Dao, Revato, Karnanga Domishanam, Spentanam, Ashanam, Froshinam, Ukranam, Eviturnam, Warrior Keshanam, Froshinam, Nabanas Distanam, Froshinam. Shembo, Wastim Asti, Ustasti, Ustamai, Yadshai, Wastai, Shame. Amairas Jam, Karnas Jam, Maitano, Ravatatim. Amaitano, Vazura, Maitano, Veretrem. Amaishtim, Porush Kadram, Mai Astam, Chit, Farzantim. Amai Deregam, Derego, Jitiam, Mai Vaistamom, Shonam, Rochengen, Bispokatrem. Ata Jamyam, Yata Frinami. Shembo, Wastamasti, Ustamai, Yadshai, Wastai, Shame. Azangre Beshezanam, Bebere Beshezanam, Azangre Beshezanam, Bebere Beshezanam, Azangre Beshezanam, Bebere Beshezanam, Shembo Wastemastim, Ustastim, Ustamai, Yershai, Wastai, Shane, Jasamel Gimasdo, Jasamel Gimasdo, Jasamel Gimasdo, Amel Daste, Urode, Veredragne, Audate, Vanentiastro, Portato, Ramno Castre, Vaishapara, Kayan, Tataton, Yashtaman, Edat, the way you yet the states, Pentomanium, Twashen, Kadatin, Zarvane, Karning, Zarvane, Dereko Kadatin, Shembo, Wastemastim, Ustastim, Ustamai, Yershai, Wastai, Shane. Kerfemos Gunam Vazarash Narabanam Sheravam Sharam Braham Kerfema Vyanaptakeshwar Zamin Zamin Pana Rudrana Koshebala Vandyat Berestan Shobindan Jingatha Jamyao Dita Frinami Shembo Vaistamasti Ustasti Ustamai Yadashai Vaistai Shame. I'm now going to pray the Beresat prayers. Beresau, the Bebzero, the Banusau, Dadar Ahuramastam, Pasandestan Bao, Ayara Yandasau, Dekushnu de Minoy, Dadar Ahuramastam, Rayaman, Okaramam, Bekushnu de Minoy, Ahuramas, Avagaisai, Davis Pesham, Bekushnu de Minoy, Baman, O Maho, Gushoram. Bekushnu de Minoy, Ardavestem, Polando, Azaro, Saroshaveram. Bekushnu de Minoy, Sharaviro, Karo, Mero, Asamano, Angare, Roshan, Gaikodam. Bekushnu de Minoy, Spartabazo, Abano, Dino, Erdo, Mantraspan. Bekushnu de Minoy, Cordado, Testano, Badam, Forwarding. Bekushnu de Minoy Amardado, Rashnastado, Zamyao. Bekushnu de Minoy, Havano, Rupatvano, Ozarano, Avishatramo, Ocean Gaibao. Bekushnu de Minoy, Gaikathabyo, Aunavado, Ustavado, Spentomado, Bhaukshatro, Vaisto Ishpao. Bekushnu de Minoy, Amizado, Borzizado, Nelio Sangizad, Dhamano, Vahano, Frinizad, Bao, Bekushnu de Amoros, Ruzen, Ferozen, Farok, Ruzen, Zamyan, Yazad, Mai Kojas de Maikor, Gaya Uziran Beresaun, Mazada Shoravane, Bidin, Mehraban, Bidin, Shapur Beresaun, Mazada Shoravane, Bidin, Rustom, Bidin, Bhaman Beresaun, Mazada Shoravane, Bidin, Marvari, Bidin, Adeshar Beresaun, Mazada Shoravane within Parving within Shapur Beresaun. Mazada Shoravane within Kakashram within Shapur Beresaun. Mazada Shoravane within Shirin within Kakashram Beresaun. Mazada Shoravane Ervad Nashirin Vatsau Ksau Beresaun. Mazandem Vazirafte Dadar Aurimastabau Eidun Bau Eidun Taras Bau Hashem Bau Vaistamasti Ushta Asti, Ushta Hamai, Yad Ashai, Vaistai Hashem. We'll now observe 30 seconds silence in the memory of the Guiv family. Take a moment of 30 seconds, please. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to call Samakal. Would you like to come and say something, please? Thank you.
This is a day when we have to be remembering the great Guiv family with great gratefulness. left Iran with the revolution. He was not happy. He was a wise man. And he came out of Iran and he came to the United States, where he had a friend, Dr. Sarfay, in New York. Until he came, we were homeless, right across America. We had associations and anjumans, but we were homeless. We used to meet for our festivities in church basements, in restaurants, and places like that. Arbab came, and the first place was New York, because he was staying there with his friend Dr. Sarfay, and he gave the first place of community or worship was Zoroastrian worship in North America. When he was in England, Dr. Kutar had said that the people in Toronto are also trying to have a place of their own. And we had a scheme, and the late Kawas Nanavati was president of that committee, and the scheme was to raise from the community 200,000. He would get a matching grant from Ontario of 200,000, and 200,000 he would borrow. It was a scheme for 600,000 Canadian dollars, and I'm talking of the years 77, 78. We told Arbab that when he came to Toronto, and he says, I don't want you to borrow money, I don't want you to take any money from the government, I'll give you the full 600,000. At that time, we didn't even realize that he meant 600,000 US, which was much more than 600,000 Canadian. Anyway, we eventually found this place. There was Mr. Ketishov, whose neighbor was a builder who had this place. And he wanted to divide it into and make various plots, but there was opposition because there was some historical thing. There was a famous authoress, Mazada Varosh, that had lived here, in this part of the building. 3 editions, second and third. Anyway, we bought this property from this builder, and the hall that you see was not there. You see that door? That door was the end of the building. There was a corridor, like a veranda, at the back. And the kitchen area was the garage. And so we used the money to, we bought it for around 560,000, and then we spent the money, and then we asked for donations from the community. And we were all newcomers, and there was not enough. And we could not finish the bathrooms downstairs. And so we told the builder, the contractor, both the 3 of us, were the Canadian trustees, Kawas Nanavati, Sivan Sara, and myself, that we will guarantee the builder with $10,000 each, 30,000, to finish the bathroom, because how can you open the place without the bathroom? When Arbab heard about that, he said, no, I have some money there, it was some interest earned. He said that. He was that kind of a man. And we are very fortunate that our temple, all the temples in America, New York, Chicago, Vancouver, San Diego, the other one in California, Orange County, and even the Washington one, but the Washington one did not take off because it was in an area where they had difficulty getting permission to convert the farmland into a place of worship. So all these places were given by him. And this one we are lucky because Mehraban Guiv died as a young man. His father had died, and his uncle, Arbab his uncle was looking after the family. He left his money with his uncle, and he said, use it for a good cause. Arbab invested that money, it grew, and we have this beautiful place. It is from Ervad. And the Guiv family continued. When we wanted, you know, that place where you have the counter from that thing where you serve food, beyond that there was nothing. It was a wall. So we extended that. And Kekashu gave 75% of the money that was there. The community only came up with 25%. When we had the Gujarat farmers, which was in poverty, you know, they were in India, and the whole Zoroastrian thing, Kekashu gave was the biggest donor. And you see how fate applies. When the Parsis came from Iran, you know, and settled there, they did good, right things. They had housing, they had hospitals for medical, and they had schools and education. So they look after environment and where you live, your health and your education, and they prospered. When they prospered, they helped their co-religious in Iran. Makar formed the orphanage, and Tata built the hospital and for the Zoroastrians. And my father was the doctor, he was sent there as charge of that hospital. There were only two qualified doctors in Yaz. One was the Christian Missionary Hospital and one was the Zoroastrian Hospital. And the Hakims, when they couldn't treat it, they would send them, they go to the doctor. But we were still a suppressed community, you know, in general. You know, like if you went into the market and you picked up a fruit, you couldn't put it down, you had to buy it. You were najas. And then Limki came and he took off the jizya tax with the help of the British ambassador. So they helped our Iranians. When we came to North America, the Iranians helped us. We are one community. There is no difference. The only difference is the language. Okay. And that was imposed on us when we came to Iran, India. Jagirana made two or three conditions. One was that our ceremonies will only be held in the dark, that is after sunset. Because he didn't want people to be converted to our religion or anything. So he said, you will have it after sunset. In those days there was no electricity, that means in the dark. Number two, that you will speak our language so we know what is happening. These were conditions they put because there were a lot of people coming from the north and conquering parts of India and subjugating the people there. And the third one I'm not sure of, that we should not eat beef. But that is not historically proved. So we lost our language. The other thing was the calendar. In the old days, to cover that quarter day, you know, because it takes 365 days and a quarter day for the earth to revolve around the sun. So after every 120 years, we added 1 month. Because our months have days, named days, so we couldn't add one more day. So we said, okay, we will add 1 month after 120 years. Then people said it's better, you know, that we are out of sync, you know, right after 120 years out by 1 month from the border equinox. Because Dastur was a great, not only a philosopher, a religious man, but he was an astronomer too. And that was our new year, Nowruz, where the calendar started. And it had to be exactly at the spring equinox. So then they did was that they added 1 day after every 4 years. And so the farmers were happy because they could know when to sow their seeds and everything. So it is something that is not different. It's historically circumstances which, because we have two calendars. The Parsis corrected it once and they call it the Qatmi calendar. They went to Iran and they say, hey, you have to sync by 1 month, so the Qatmi calendar was correct. But after they never added a month afterwards, so they also are different. So these differences should not be important. They are one. And I'm so glad that our children are being looked after in the right way. We had religious classes for Iranian and religious classes were passed. Now, thank God, we have one class for both. And I hope that one day we will have one calendar. And we have to admit, my father is Parsi, my mother is Iranian, but my father always said that Iranian calendar is the correct calendar. It goes exactly according to the astronomical, the equinox. So, hopefully that will happen. Dr. Berkeley tried, but he did not succeed. People said, oh, my mother died, my grandmother died on so-and-so day, so-and-so road, so-and-so month. How will I be able to? He said, there are ways we can tell you exactly the same day, but it will be a different day in the new calendar. So remember one thing, that it is very important that we remain together. We are a small community, and if we don't remain together and hurt one another or fight with one another, and we joke about it. In India, the Parsi joke that two Parsis are always quarreling. When there is one Parsi, he looks in the mirror and quarrels. So, but this is humor. This should not be reality. So once again, I want to say that I hope that we have a bigger audience and even we have people in the hall to respect and to pay our gratitude to the Guiv family, because we were homeless and they gave us homes. Okay. And now I will ask Mitra, our priest Mehbad would also like to say a few words, and I would ask Bijan to also say a few words from the Rustam Guiv Foundation. Thank you.
Oh, people joined us. That's nice.
You can speak in Persian too,
I speak, but that's the way I do. خواستم به همه بگم مرسی که امروز اومدیم و که از همه می‌دونید که امروز چه روز مهمی هست که داریم روی روان شده مهربان و همه فامیلاش اینجا داریم میگیریم. همیشه سالی 2-3 دفعه اوستا برایشون میخونیم، اما چند ساله قبلی یه چیزی بیدم you just chosen one day now to respect the Guiv? Yeah, but we used to do all of them. Now it's June 16th. So thank you for all coming out, just respecting this amazing family that have given this place for us to actually come together as a community, finding friends, families, and we've got such a great support here of each other. Thank you again.
Thank you, Samakar. Thank you, Mitra. Thank you, everybody. It's nice to see a lot of people joining over here today. I'm giving respect to the Guiv family. I've been here in this country since age 22, and I've seen a lot of changes over here since coming to Canada. Came here as a single boy, got married. I met my wife on the day when it was the Parsi New Year Day. It gives me very immense pleasure and gratitude to also be saying that my son also continued to become a mobile and is also serving the community. I see this as a life cycle in a way, and I really hope that we'll, as Samakar said, we can fill up this hall over there also. And if people can just take one day out of the year, because we come here every time for a lot of good events. We've come here for the sad events. We've come here for a lot of events. We just be thankful for one day for the family who's given us this place over here, and just come here at least once as a respect to them, and this is more appreciated. Thank you, Farah, very much. So I'm very thankful to everybody over here, and hope we can have more people come here next year as well. Thank you. Thank you.
خیلی ممنون از حضور همگی. میخواستم از طرف هیئت مدیره گیو تشکر کنم از تشریف فرماییتون و امیدوارم که سال بیشتر افراد بیشتری در اینجا جمع بشن و به خصوص نسل جدید، نسلی که قراره این ساختمون رو در آینده مدیریت بکنه و به عهده بگیره بیشتر در این جمع حضور پیدا بکنه. خیلی ممنون.
So thank you. That concludes the evening prayers. Please join us for the fruits and come and pay your respect over here. Thank you very much. Thank you.